Welcome back to the Kay Monet Life. It's me, Kay Monet, and I am back with another story time video. A lot of the family members stated that they like those types of videos, especially our newest member, Fist Girl 2. Hey girl. So I do hope and pray that you enjoy this story and this video. Now, I must let you know now, this story does not end with a happily ever after. It's not going to make you feel all cozy inside, but it's good. So let's just get into the video. Picture it. Cheesecake Factory restaurant on their $1 cheesecake slice promotional day. That's where Cheesecake Factory will sell all of their slices for $1. Yes. So I had a friend, let's call her Michelle. We want to protect her. And Michelle and I had decided to go to the Cheesecake Factory that day. So I went ahead and I picked Michelle up. About a 45-minute drive, but you know, I just picked her up. I don't know why I picked her up that day, but I just did. Anywho, let me give you a little background about Michelle. Michelle is cool as all get out. Michelle and I were like cool. I mean, she was like a ride or die. And she was there during a time when I really needed a friend. I really needed somebody who was going to be rah-rah at the doctors because I was going through and I didn't know what was going on with me at the time. And Michelle was that person that would be like, oh no, you're about to run this test. You're about to admit her. She was that person. So when you're sick, you need somebody that's going to be your voice. And Michelle was my voice. And I must add that at the time she was also going through a couple of emotional situations in her life that had caused for her to take medicine. And there's nothing wrong with that. The only thing I would say that is wrong is if you need it, medication, and you're too prideful to take it. If you need it, you need it. That's what it's there for. So at this particular time, Michelle needed medication. But for I know what the reason was. That day, she had not taken her medicine because she didn't like the way it made her feel. So anyway, you know, I understand. No problem with me. So we get into the restaurant. The restaurant is packed. They sit us dead smack in the middle of the restaurant. So we have our entree, and I think at this point we are waiting for our cheesecake to come. And Michelle looks at me and she says, I feel like barking. Yeah, you heard me right. She said, I feel like barking. So I looked at her and she looked at me, and I looked back at her and she looked at me, and in my mind I was saying, you better not. And I don't know what was going through her mind. I guess she was thinking, should I bark like a small dog or a big dog? Because before I could think of anything else, she went ruff, 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 ruff. Yes, I have props for this story time. Props. Doesn't everybody have a little puppet dog? Anywho, she barked. And I was livid. Can you say 38 hot, mad, upset, steam coming out my head? I just picked up my phone and I texted my best friend and I said, Michelle just barked in the middle of the Cheesecake Factory. And of course, my friend thought it was hilarious. I didn't think it was hilarious. So now we're waiting for the check. I didn't say anything because I didn't need to say anything. My face said it all. And she knew I was upset. But I guess she figured, well, I might as well go in for the kill. The kill. She picks up the knife off the table and she says, I could stab you. And I did not curse. No, family, I didn't curse her out. I did have a couple of sentences for her. And the gist of it was, I wish you would. Now, at this point, she knows I'm hot. She knows I'm mad. So, a lot of people right here, a lot of people that I told said I would have left her at the restaurant. That's not how I get down. But a lot of people said they would have left her. In the comments, tell me what you would have done. I really would like to know other people's thoughts about this. I could have probably gotten over the bark like a dog situation. But the knife situation, you don't play like that. And of course, after I got into her, she wanted to say, well, I was just playing. You don't play like that with Kay. Okay? No, no, no. So we left, got our checks, left. I took her home. The whole ride home, I said nothing because I just could not wait to get her out of my car, because I needed to verbally say to someone else that she barked in the middle of the restaurant. I just needed to see how it sounded coming out of my mouth. So the next day, of course, she called. I didn't answer. And 3 days later, she kept calling. And I didn't answer. So on that third day, I answered the phone. And I was like, we need to meet up. And we met at a neutral location at a restaurant. And I basically told her, we can't be friends anymore. And we're going to have to sever this friendship, because there's some things that I'm willing to do. And I was with her, you know, when she was going through what she was going through. I even went to her therapist sessions with her, you know, help her, let her know that I was there to support her. But the knife situation coupled with the roof, I just couldn't do it. And like I said, this story doesn't end with happily ever after, but it's my story and I had to tell it. So I hope and pray that you enjoyed it. Yes, it's funny to a degree if you take the mental aspects out of it, but still at that point I wasn't thinking this is funny. All I know is that we're in the middle of the Cheesecake Factory and you just barked like a dog. A medium-sized dog. And people looked. And I didn't want to give eye contact because I'm sure they didn't know which one it was that barked. But anywho, that's my story. So yeah, in the comments, let me know how you would have handled the situation. Would you have left? Would you have went off on her? Would you even have given her the common courtesy to tell her why the friendship was over? What would you have done in that situation? And while you're commenting, you must ask yourself the question, why be quiet? Live your life out loud. Okay, let's explain, why do I have a puppet dog? I got it because I was going to do puppetry for the children at church. I just never got around to doing it. And then I realized that I kind of liked him. And I'm kind of a little protective of him. I don't want people touching him. Like, he was in a bag. That's how bad I don't want people to touch him. And I only bring him out on special occasions. Isn't he cute? She barked like a dog. A big dog? A medium-sized dog. Roof, 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 roof. Roof, 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 roof. How does a medium-sized dog sound? Roof, 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 roof. Anywho, don't think I'm strange, because it was for the children, for real. Puppetry, Sunday school. Forget it.
If you or someone you love are in need of help, help is a phone call away. Please do not feel ashamed, embarrassed, or feel like no one will be there for you. Your situation matters. You matter. Get the help you need today.